There has been an unprecedented increase in tariffs in the last couple of years. The global trading system was moving towards much greater integration, much lower tariffs around the world. And for the first time, we saw a reversal in that, which is countries stepping back, unsure about the gains from international trade. The US-China, of course, is the most prominent case, but you see that in many other countries where they're resolving conflicts using tariffs. So that's the sense in which these times are quite unique in what's happening with protectionism and the dissatisfaction with the global trading system.
Imposing tariffs reversed a decades-long push by the United States and many other countries in favor of low trade barriers. While trade is not the main driver of inequality in advanced economies, Gopinath acknowledges that policy in many countries has failed to address its redistributive consequences.
Bringing tariffs down and greater trade integration has, on average, helped the world, has been a positive for the world. Global inequality has come down because poorer economies have had access to much bigger markets and they've been able to grow and raise people out of poverty. It was always known that trade would create winners and losers. The assumption was that domestic policies would do the right thing to fix these inequalities, and that's where policies failed.
To more effectively tackle inequality, Gopinath says place-based policies can also help. In her opinion, there are better ways to protect a country's domestic economy while still being able to benefit from a well-functioning multilateral trading system.
It is something that we think of as not just from a social perspective or from a moral perspective, but from a pure economic perspective. It's very important that the gains from policies of this kind are more widely shared. And it's now a big part of our work on every front. I mean, besides pure research, what's the impact of inequality on growth? But in terms of our surveillance, when we tell countries about how they're doing, it's not just about the average GDP growth, but we are making sure that the societies most vulnerable are not going to be negatively impacted and that they're protected. There is now a deeper recognition that the people who don't gain from international trade will not automatically move to some other region and look for other jobs. Mobility is much slower than we thought. It's very important to provide opportunities at the local level. It's very important to provide opportunities in health and education. So these things have to be addressed using domestic policies, because without that, you're going to have different communities who are going to be very disillusioned with the international trading system. We did a fair bit of analysis looking at what was the impact of the US-China trade tensions. There's been a de-escalation, there's some truce, and that has improved confidence in the global economy. It has reduced uncertainty on trade policy, and that has had some positive effect. But there are more deeper issues that still need to be resolved. Overall, we find that the world is in a much better place when countries are working together to reduce barriers to trade and not to impose more barriers.